So I wanted to share a little tip um, for engraving on curved objects on the flat clamp on the Magic E7. Now this eluded me for quite some time and I just couldn't work it out, and I did contact Magic in the end and they were very helpful and helped me work this out. So I'll just share it with you. So I have a disc, just a old domed copper disc, um, and I've just inserted some type here, created my tool path. Now, when you send that to the Magic E7 by clicking the E7 button, your NC output box comes up. Now, at the moment it's set to a flat object here, and it gives me the touch-free mark measurement option. It does, as it says really on the tin, it means it doesn't leave a mark outside of your engraving area. So if you don't have that checked, it will most likely, well, it will measure the material in the centre of your engraving area, and it can leave a little mark on your metal there. So I always have that on for flat objects. But this is classed as an uneven object, as a curved object, and the curve is up. The depth I'm estimating here, my whole dome is 3.4 millimeters high, so I'll just say 2 millimeters. That'll be fine. That's just the area of the actual engraving, the height difference in that you need to put there. But as you can see, that this option disappears and I can't click it. It really confused me for a long time until I spoke to Magic. But what I'll do now I've explained that, I will show you how to get around that on the machine, because there are some probe settings on the machine which you can change.
Yes, I think possibly why I was so confused when I first started using the Magic E7, when I'd previously used the older generation machines, including the F30P, is the machine does have another probe here, which has not got the diamond tip or whatever in it, and so that doesn't mark the metal when it measures it. And the F30P, when it measures for either engraving or milling, it uses this probe rather than your diamond tip. Whereas this machine uses the probe for when you're milling or cutting to measure the height of the material. But when you're engraving, it slowly comes down and just stops and uses that as the measurement. So as you can see, if you send a tool path, it always measures the material in the centre of that tool path that you're engraving. And if you haven't got any marks in the centre of your engraving, then that is going to leave a little mark on your metal. But what I didn't realise is there are settings on the machine, so I will send a tool path across and then show you those setting options. Right, so as usual it's asking me to check the engraved area with the laser beams, and I can move that as I wish. But what I'm going to do is press the start button, and then I'm going to use these arrows here, because immediately you start press the start button and hold it, then you get some probe options, and I can use these up and down arrows to select the program that I want, select the option that I want before it starts engraving. So here we go, press the start button, and then it'll beep, and then you've got where it measures normally, and then that's the measure of the centre, the top one. Then you have the dot free mark, and the bottom one is measure on every Z down. So we want the dot free marking, so I can press start now. and that will actually go to the engraving position to measure the material rather than measuring the material in the centre of the toolpath. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that's helpful.